Hi, I'm Nicole Brewer of Hamptons.com, Main Street Series, and my guest today is Jim Turner. Jim, it is so nice to have you here. Welcome.
Great, I've been having a great time with you today, Nicole.
It is so nice.
It's good to be
we
here.
have been jamming a little bit. Well, you've been jamming. And
You've been joining.
I've been joining. It is so much fun. And you play the Hamptons all the time. This is your playground, your backyard. You enjoy it. What do you love about performing out here?
What do I love about performing out here? There's 1,000 answers, but the first one that comes to my mind, you know, sometimes I do beach parties and I play on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I claim to play music on the ocean is one thing I love out here.
Music on the ocean.
Playing gigs, parties, and you're right on the sand.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my answers. Without talking too much, that would be my quick answer.
And you do play a lot of parties and benefits and things like that. Why do you get involved with so many benefits?
You know, as benefits, do I? I'd like to ask you, you know, you're the second person that mentioned that recently, that I do a lot of benefits. I'm not really sure that I do, but I guess I do. And I have a few coming up, so what am I talking about?
What do you have coming up?
Yeah, I got this really cool thing coming up. It's it's a place called Bridge Gardens, which is the Peconic Land Trust. It's in Bridgehampton. Mm-hmm. And they're having a benefit party for Bridge Gardens. I haven't been there yet, but apparently it's this spectacular gardens in this. Yeah, in Bridgehampton there, and it's going to be to honor B. Smith. It's called An Evening of Wine and Roses, I think, and in the garden. And they asked me to play the music. I know B. Smith as well, so that's one answer to what benefit is coming up. And you know, all the stuff's on my website at jimturnermusic.com. Those schedules. So there's one benefit.
So beyond benefits, I mean, you do play a lot of places in the Hamptons. Talk House is one of those places. You know, where are some of the other places we can find you playing?
Well, you can check that website. I don't know, this winter in a way, I will tell you, I live in Sag Harbor, and I worked at this fun place, LT Burger. One of the cool things that I've evolved about playing gigs, I don't know if I've gotten spoiled, but I was playing that gig at 6:30 to 9:30. And it's a mile and a half from my home, and it's early. So
that's easy hours.
And it's a fun place, nice people, and so that's one answer. I played there quite a few times. It's a really friendly, fun place.
Any place out here that you want to play that you haven't played yet?
Gosh, I don't know, a joke comes to my mind, like at a car wash or something. I'm just kidding. I learned that from a guy I was in a band with. He said, yes, we're doing a car wash in Manorville next week. but any place I want to work at. You know, there's a couple of new places I'd like to play. I want Navy Beach in Montauk or the Surf Lodge. Those seem like fun places. I play a lot of private parties, and I have some great members, band members, and we do a lot of private fun parties. Calypso, reggae, jazz, bluegrass, blues, rock, background music, dance music.
Now you've been playing for well over 20 years. And we see the guitar here. Does this guitar have a name? Are we like B.B. King, who seem to really enjoy?
No, but the theory behind that, I heard somebody say that the reason they call guitars names is because they're living things. They once were live wood. And you wouldn't call a horn a name necessarily, but that's why some people call names. I never got into a thing with calling names to the guitars, but these guitars, I have a lot of them, and they're all very special.
And then your collection of harmonicas here.
I'm a pretty serious harmonica player.
Getting there serious?
Pretty serious. I've been doing it for a long time, and I've studied music, and I just started off playing the railroad blues. You know, you just pick up this thing and you play like a train, go, oh, whoops. It's the first thing I learned how to play, but then I've done it for years and years, and I've studied music in school and been inspired by some great masters.
Such as?
Well, there's a long list, but in harmonica, I think the blues players, Sonny Boy Williamson, who came from Mississippi, went to Chicago to help form a Chicago blues style. Little Walter, who was a famous harmonica player who started off playing with the great Muddy Waters blues band, went out on his own, was an originator and a master, and I've been studying him for years, and it never ends, the mastery of him. Those are two people in the blues vein, and Woody Guthrie is someone who I fell in love with, and I could probably sing, if people knew how many songs of his that I could sing, I might be arrested. I'd probably do about 100 of his songs. I became him.
I won't tell.
And of course, Bob Dylan he's not really a serious harmonica player, but he's very tasteful, and that was a big influence. So those are a few.
I think that's really interesting to see how, you know, it all pulls together. You were playing a little bit for us earlier. Well, all right, not for us, but for me. So we got to enjoy here in the office a very private concert, which is so very Hamptons. So you know, have a little splash of Poland Spring there. And if you don't mind, let's see what's coming out of this guitar here.
Let's see. So we were doing a little of this One Love, man. I haven't even worked this out. If you could give me a little clap on this 1, 3, just on the off. Yeah, keep going. Nicole, you're going to rock steady. I like the way you do the beat. He says, let them all pass all their dirty remarks. He says, there's one question I would really like to ask. Hey, there's the postman. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner? Hey, man, who forsake all mankind? His own. You gonna join me? One love. One love. What about one heart? Let's get together. Let's get together and feel alright. But as Jamaica man, I go talking to Montego Bay. They say, come on, boys, you wanna buy a little piece of this hay? I say, take my lock it to the airport, man. I'm in a Montego Bay and fly to Jetland. I said.
Thank you. Oh, that was fantastic.
I'll show you something, one little thing I worked out over the years. I call it harp-tar.
Okay.
I can do this in less than 30 seconds, and he says I had another minute on that song, so they'll have a moment of silence after this.
Yes.
It's where I started this over 30 years ago, trying to play harmonica and guitar simultaneously, lead lines. I could only do one, so it's like... a little bit like that. It's called harp-tar. Just want to show you a little of that.
I tell you, you're killing me. You're teasing us. It's just, you can play here all day, and this is just so fun.
Woo! Ouch!
So you've got your balance. You've got your joy in the music. What's next?
Summer's here, surf's up. What's next? I don't know. I think right now it's just time to rock.
Well, by all means, don't let me stop you.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
I'll show you a little, this is like a little, I say what's next, I mean, kind of kiddie. In other words, we're here on Memorial Day, and
that's right.
What's next is we're in the season here, so now it's
summer season in the Hamptons.
Time to play.
We are meeting Jim Turner, playing on Main Street in Southampton.
Here's a little rock and roll song I like to play. It's my harp. It's like my mantra. Would you clap on this? I need you on the sing.
Sure, I am your assistant.
2, 1, 2. You know what to do. On the 2 and 4. You know, let's say this. I don't know if you're allowed to say this, but this guy told me one thing. White people clap on the 1 and 3, and black people on the 2 and 4. I want you on the 2 and 4. Well, I went to Southampton just to spend the day. I said goodbye to New York City, and then I rolled away. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Well, back to that same old place, to my sweet home, Southampton. See what happens when your harmonica slips. You gotta keep the beat going.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Nicole.
It was a pleasure. Hamptons.com Main Street Series with Jim Turner. Thank you so much.
Well, I went to Southampton just to spend the day. I said goodbye to New York City, and then I rolled away. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?